Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 6. How do you do? 6 here on season number 3. Today we are getting into how to make a end screen or a back clip on, I don't even know if it's called a back clip, but we're going to be making the end card for your YouTube channel. And the reason for this is because on my personal channel, I basically just had it go from the end of the video to a black screen, and I was like, I've been seeing other videos where people have an actual card at the very end where they, you know, then put the overlays of the videos and the subscribes and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, I could make one myself. And since I realized I could make one myself, I was like, you know what? Other people might not know how to make a in-card clip thing like this, so I figured that I would share it with you guys. This is Coach Keese. How to make an in clip on the video thingy-majigger that goes at the very end. To be honest, next week I'm gonna try to figure out how to make it more animated. This one's very, very still framed, but I feel like next week or maybe in 2 weeks I can figure out how to get a motioned in-card clip video project. But let's go ahead and get into it.
We're on my computer right now. First, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and pull up our Photoshop, and we're going to recreate this one right here. This is one that I did earlier. This is what will be used for my video. So it's pretty simple, pretty basic, but we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Go to create new. We're going to go down. Right now I've got it custom 380 by 3840 by 2160. This is 4K. And since I upload this video in 4K, that's the one that I want to go to. If you want to just go regular, it's 1920 by 1080. And we can go ahead and go that for now. Next, you want to start off with a good background. I've already selected my background, but basically you can go through and do like a Google search of a good background maybe, or if you already have like a picture in mind or something like that. For me, I just chose something purple, and this is basically the standard background that I started off with. So from there,
knock knock, who's there? Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to leave a like. Who? Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube.
We're going to want to draw our squares. We're going to set this to about 5 would probably be good. And we're going to do 1920 by 1080. As far as pixels, that's going to give us the entire background. And then we're going to come up here. We're going to transform this, Control T. Hold Alt and Shift also, and then we're going to bring that up over here. We could probably even get a little bit more thickness out of this. We could just do it, we'll say like to 10, I think would be good. Yeah, that's perfect right there. So a 10 point on that would be perfect. Copy, paste a new one, bring that one over here. And then we want a circle as well. Now our circle is going to be basically a 1x1. That's going to be the ratio. So we just want to click Eclipse, go here. Basically we could go like 500 by 500 is probably fine. That's still a 1x1 ratio. This is going to give us our circle right here. It's probably not going to be that big. We can actually make it smaller. Probably around that size is good. Do have a line right here. I don't know if you guys saw that on the original clip, but we do have a line, and then we have text in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and draw that line. We're going to go here. We're going to go to line tool. We're going to go ahead and draw it in there. Hold shift to make sure that it's straight, and that should be good right there. That's a little bit thick, so we want to kind of turn down the thickness just a tad. And we're going to do that right here. We want to turn it down to a 10. That's what we want right there. That kind of thickness. So now that we got pretty much all of our symbols in here, we're going to go ahead and add the words. It's pretty big, so we're going to go, I believe it says, don't forget to like, comment, share. So we're going to go, let me make this a little bit smaller so that way we can actually see what we're putting in there, and then we can just make it bigger. Caps lock. Don't forget to, and then we're going to go, right now it's on semi-bold. We don't want this to be semi-bold. We're going to change it to just the regular. And we've got, I mean, pretty much any text would work here. We'll just get all of our text all written out first, and then we'll start organizing it the way that we want. Next one is like. And this is actually going to be a different color. So for that, we want to go over here. We want to probably use... That looks pretty good right there. And commit. And this one's back to white. And for this one, we want to go with a bold on it. Semi-bold is probably good enough. That way it stands out a little bit. And then the last one is share. And this one is also that blue as well. So we're just gonna try to pick that there. There we go. I feel like that looks a whole lot better. This share definitely needs to be transformed just a tad. I don't know if you guys could tell that, but the E was like sticking more off the end there. But this is pretty much the overall gist of it. Like there's nothing much to it, and then we got to add the text in under here, which we put new video, I believe. Previous video. And then we're going to get everything all situated, and we will be in it to win it. So first what we want to do is we want to get all these text into basically one picture, so that way they're all together. Because basically right now if we move one, we want to move them all as a whole. So we're going to make sure that we do that. And first we got to make them a shape, and then we can merge them together. The only thing is if we merge them like that they'll keep that color. So the way that I did it, I just turned off all the layers. It's probably not the best way to go about it. And then I just merged the visible layers, and then there you go. They're all, oops. I got to get rid of one more layer, and then we merge all the layers. And so then they're in their one little spot. We want to make sure that this is even with that, and then we want to transform it a little bit, make it a little bit bigger, make it about the same width as I would say the same width or a little bit smaller than what's going on with the circle. We're going to move this over. We want this to be the same height as the top of this. Capiche? And then we're going to try to fit everything inside of here. So we can go ahead and pull that out. This is a little bit big. We can make that smaller. We just want to take this over real quick and make sure that we're going all the way down to the bottom of it, and we are. So that is good right there. That's the same distance between those two. This we could go ahead and move down. We want it to the center. Start adding on some shadows to it. I feel like that kind of brings it out a little bit. So we're going to go add just a shadow. And what I have for settings is multiply. I probably actually could get away with normal. That's a little bit better. Opacity is 100%, distance 0, spread is 25%, and the size is 29 pixels, and then everything else is turned off. And that gives you, it's just going to give it a little, like a little extra spice to it. And it will also be a little bit more exaggerated when I go ahead and blur the background as well, and I'll show you how to do that. There we go. We got those two merged. We'll take that, turn that back on. And then we're going to take this and we're going to move this down so that way the entire thing is sitting center. And then we're going to pull it over so it's roughly the same distance between. It's pretty decent. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add that blur onto the background layer. We're going to go to filters. We're going to go to blur gallery. We're going to go fill blur. And then I like it about that, but I want to go ahead and turn it up just a little bit. You know, maybe make it so that way you can't really see what's going on in the background. You just get the whole view going on. And then from there, that's pretty much it. Like, you got your whole thing. Usually I import mine into Lightroom, mess with the colors just a little bit. But from right there, you just go ahead and save, and then go ahead and put the name that you want, and boom. You're in it to win it. I just get the feeling that like that needs to be there. So it's, yeah, like that was sitting in middle, which it should be, right? It should be mid, and then these aren't adjusted accordingly. There we go, and we're looking at something like that. So then we'll go ahead and save it. We can go ahead and save as a JPEG. Go and save it out. Maximum quality. Boom, and there we go. And then from there, all we got to do is upload it or put it at the end of our video, and then when we go to YouTube, all we got to do is link the two videos in the proper spots. So that's pretty much how to go about creating a end screen for your videos here on YouTube.
Well, guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. It was really, really fun. I don't know, I just enjoyed making like that specific clip. Next week, I plan on trying to add some motion to it. So for instance, like the line that separates the subscribe and then the text, like having that, you know, actually like fill in during the video, and then maybe have the squares come over, or the text like, you know, spell itself out on the actual video, and then have motion in the background, I think would also be very cool. So that's kind of my goal moving forward into like the next 2 weeks. And then if I figure out an easy, simple way to make that happen, for instance, like in Premiere or something like that, then I'll go ahead and share that out with you guys as well. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it right there. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like. And until next time, I'll see you on Saturday. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Like, what are you waiting for?